Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. This is just a test flight because I've had problems with some propellers. I did put some aftermarket propellers on because there was a different colour, hoping that it would make the drone easier to see at distance, but it did cause me problems, and my drone did actually fall basically to the floor, but it didn't cause any damage. But what problems I have had is when I've put other propellers back on, it hasn't flown the best. So I thought I'd try and get it back up in the air and just see if it flies okay. The motors was sounding a bit like they was over working today, but I did put old propellers on, which obviously it's recommended that you don't. But what I would say is, if you're going to buy any propellers, buy proper DJI propellers. Do not go out and buy the cheap versions, because it's not worth it. If you're spending good money on a drone, they're the things that are keeping your drone in the sky. So why would you then put cheap propellers on something that cost you quite a bit of money? It doesn't make any sense. I made the mistake of doing it thinking that the propellers would be better because I'd be able to see them. They was a luminous yellow, so I thought once they're on the drone I'm going to be able to see it, but they wasn't very good. And like I said, the drone did actually hit the floor. Luckily I was only about probably 6 to 8 foot off the floor. Don't ask me what that is in meters. I don't know, because I don't work in meters. I work in feet and inches. I'm old school in that respect. But luckily I was on a beach and it landed on sand, which obviously wasn't as bad as if I hit concrete. As you can see, it's a very misty day today, and it was drizzling when I was flying the drone. So I didn't stay out very long. This was the only footage I got today, but I will try and get out in the next few days, guys, and hopefully the weather will be better. And I have been working on settings, the tuning settings, because I want the drone to fly at a lesser erratic speed, especially when it's turning. I want a lot smoother turning, so I want to turn down the settings. I did get some settings which was putting everything at 0.15, which, to be honest, was far too slow, so I did reset the settings and put them back to normal. But I will look into the settings again. If anyone has got any good settings, tuning settings and that, let me know in the comments, and I will look at using them and seeing if it suits me. This is the trees that I have flown over in the past. As you can see, it all looks a bit different because obviously the leaves are falling off the trees, and a lot of the trees have lost the leaves already by now. I have flown over this wood before, which I quite like flying around here because you do get left alone. Nobody comes and asks you loads of silly questions as I look at them, because people will come up: how much did your drone cost? How far does it fly? How long does it fly for? The everyday questions that people ask, which does sometimes put you off doing what you're doing, and sometimes you just want to be left alone to fly the drone, get the footage you want, and then move on. But for some reason the general public are fascinated when you're flying a drone, which is all part of being a drone pilot, I suppose. But up here in the practice field that I use, you don't get really anybody bothering you. You don't get people asking you questions or anything like that, which is good. As you can see, it was very misty because the weather conditions, it was very fine mist today. This is at the top of Barton upon Humber. That, as you can see, that's pointing actually towards the Humber Bridge, and you can't see it today because of the mist. It's just impossible to see the Humber Bridge. And you should be able to see the River Humber usually, but you just can't today. But at this time of year, it's just a case of getting out as and when the weather permits. But hopefully in the next few days, if the weather is better than it has been today, then I will try and get out, and I will try and get out into some different areas. And hopefully I'll be able to show you some different places. Okay, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe to this channel, and I hope to put some new footage up again soon.